Teofimo Lopez has another title opportunity, but this time, Rolando Romero stands between him and a major comeback.
Takeover. Aquí andamos. Yeah, that guy's
How's he looking, Junior? How's he looking, Coach?
awesome, like always.
Yes, sir.
He's been training since like March. No, staying busy all day.
He said moving up to 147 makes his life easier.
Yeah, because I called it out 5 years ago. I said that once my son goes up to the weight divisions at 147, 154, 160, he's gonna do much better because he's way faster, smarter, So I think he'll be undisputed real soon. Take the 147 undisputed, and then go on to 154.
My dad? Yes, he's saying 54 next.
Yeah, but not next. You're gonna feel like you gotta figure out. It's not gonna be like Loma when he had all the title. You just, fought him once. You gotta get all the title one by one now. First.
What did you do to the rest?
Dirty.
Hey, come on, baby. Ha, give it to me.
And I got the best dude. Throw behind it.
There we go. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2. Woo! Hey!
Who's that? It's a takeover. I love you, Floyd.
Teofimo Lopez is heading toward his August 22 showdown with Rolando Romero with plenty on the line. After suffering a defeat against Shakur Stevenson earlier this year, Lopez now has an immediate opportunity to respond and put his career back on an upward path. The former champion is not simply looking for another win. He has a chance to challenge for a world title in a third weight class. Standing opposite him is WBA welterweight champion Rolando Romero, who also enters the matchup with something to prove. For Lopez, the fight could become an important step toward rebuilding momentum, while Romero has the opportunity to strengthen his position at 147 pounds with another successful performance.
Dinero. Y al final la beba dice nada, mejor.
Although Lopez and Romero have maintained a friendly relationship outside the ring, their professional goals make this a significant test for both men. Romero will be looking to make the most of his position as champion and show that he belongs in the division's biggest conversations. Lopez, meanwhile, needs to demonstrate that he has learned from his recent setback and can perform consistently at welterweight. Teofimo has already displayed considerable speed, timing, athletic ability, and technical skill throughout his career. But maintaining those qualities under pressure has sometimes been the bigger challenge. His preparation for this matchup has therefore focused on making adjustments and entering the ring with a more controlled and disciplined approach.
I think just the game plans, right? There was only one really that we stuck on, rather than just boxing and doing another forte of how I transition and adapt to. This time around, it wasn't that. It was more like stiffness and trying to fight short and inside, and you can't do that with a long range fighter. You know, the only time you could do that is when you got them back in the ropes, and that takes distance to create that. But those are things that is great to go back to on the drawing board. Now, you know, we brought back Milton LaCroix, who I started with as a young kid. I was 6 years old then, and just bringing back those basics, those great fundamentals. You know, being stiff and trying to switch and all that is not my play.
Yeah. After the night, people were trying to criticize the corner work. What was your response to that?
Oh yeah, I agree with them. I totally agree with them, and I think that's part of it, right? So they're not wrong in what they feel and they wanted to express on. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell a fighter a specific thing without giving him the right proper instructions. You know, and my father, who's my trainer, just wasn't giving me the proper instructions that night. He was more bringing it down rather than telling me what I needed to do.
As fight night approaches, several respected boxing figures have offered different perspectives on the matchup. Hall of Famer Tim Bradley believes Lopez could face a difficult challenge at 147 pounds. Bradley questioned how Lopez's punching power will translate against a naturally strong welterweight and pointed to Romero's physical presence as an important factor. He also raised questions about Lopez's overall preparation following the Stevenson defeat, emphasizing that Teofimo will need to show improvements in his fundamentals and decision-making. From Bradley's perspective, Lopez's talent alone may not be enough. He will need to demonstrate that the weaknesses exposed in his previous performance have been properly addressed.
You know, so when you have everyone against and you feel your back's on the wall, in those moments you gotta be with your fighter and tell them the right things and get back up. You got this. You know, I can't just always self-motivate myself. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have a team.
Yeah. Is that something that you are actively kind of changing that dialogue now, looking forward for fights?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think the blessing that I got from all this, from that fight, was that I was right all along, and I gotta just trust myself. I'm 28. This is my career, and I realized that, you know, originally I didn't want to do camp in Miami, Florida. I wanted to do camp in California. You know, these are all small things that I needed to trust myself with. So sometimes you need a moment of reflection, and that happened on January 31st of this year, to realize that I gotta trust my instincts and my choices. You don't become undisputed and all these other things, or dispute the undisputed without those trust, intuition, likeness.
Trainer Buddy McGirt, however, sees considerably more opportunity for Lopez. McGirt recognizes that Romero possesses legitimate power and can make a fight dangerous, but he believes Lopez has the superior overall boxing ability and enough technical tools to create problems for the champion. McGirt also views the Stevenson loss as a potential learning experience that could help Lopez become more disciplined and effective moving forward. If Teofimo can apply those lessons while using his speed, timing, and boxing ability, McGirt believes he has a realistic chance of winning another world title. Ultimately, the contrasting opinions will be settled when Lopez and Romero finally meet in the ring. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more boxing news, analysis, and fight coverage.